set the context that this body has received several projections from staff, and what we understood up until recently is that in the out years of Measure Y, Measure Y is a 10-year initiative, in out years we would be running a deficit. And now we're at a point where you're asking for more than half of the reserve for police. And it's unclear to me, if we make this one-time investment of $7.7 million, how will we cover our mandate, our requirement under Measure Y in out years?
And that is a matter that's going to be addressed with the city council. It is recognized that if there is a surplus in the fund right now, and you've received the 10-year projection where it is running a negative. So it's running a negative without this plan. And so that is a plan, that is an issue that's going to have to be addressed by the city council.
No doubt it has to be addressed by the city council. This body's task is to make recommendation to that council and to the mayor. And our particular charge is to ensure the efficacy of the investment, to make sure that it's strategic and being used according to its mandate as it's detailed in the legislation. It's our Bible. It's our guiding principle, right? So the question then is, you don't have an answer, or you won't provide an answer?
We do not have an answer until we go to council to determine how they plan on looking at this issue. This issue has not been fully addressed at council about the funding aspect from the general fund.
Yes, because the expectation was that it was going to come back and go through process, and that we would have conversations about the fiscal components of it. And so are you unprepared?
When you say we, you're saying this body?
This body, then public safety, because it was kickback. It was kickback from council so that we could go through a process. And when we communicated with the team, we were very clear we wanted specifics. And so the question that I have is, do you not have the information to know how it's going to impact in out years? Is there a plan in place to augment the funding with general fund dollars in out years? Because quite honestly, as it's currently detailed, it's not a legal use of the funds. And so we want to be responsive. We want to be supportive of the attempt by Oakland Police and the mayor, but I think it really does require some vetting. And so I'm unclear how we're going to make such a substantial investment at this time, already knowing that we're going to run deficits in out years. In addition, there's a legal opinion from the city attorney that says we have an obligation to hire and maintain at least 63 officers over the life of Measure Y. If what I'm to understand at this very moment is that what you're asking for is a $7.7 million investment that would jeopardize our ability to carry out that mandate, then I think the answers are clear. We don't make the investment.
However, I believe that you had a projection that already identified a negative at the end of the 10-year period.
That's the point. The point is, and so are we going into greater deficit?
So if the question is, do I have an answer for how we're going to address the negative at the end of the 10-year period? No, I do not have that right now.